Shalom, this is your brother Mark coming back from another video. Before we start off, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Ka'ar Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and others in great millstone, who love, prophet, teaches truth. Peace, blessing, salutation to the lake, who is scattered amongst the nation, made it like the other nation, being that speckled bird, going back to the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that we know today. And I wanted to go into the downfall of Esau, because as prophecies is going on today in the world, we slowly seeing that Esau kingdom is crumbling and starting to fall apart. And I'm going to start it off with Ezekiel, and I'm going to read on down to 7. It says, "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesied against it." And you can see it going on today as prophecies doing his work. The men of the Lord out there on the highways and the byways via the internet, prophesying, preaching his truth, exposing Esau and letting the truth be known that Yahweh is against Esau and against his kingdom, against his wicked rulership, to wake up the elect and let them know to come back to their heritage. And it says, "And say unto it, thus said Yahweh, behold, on Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy city waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh." And going into more over, Yahweh is against Esau and his wicked kingdom and all the wicked and unruling decrees that he's putting out in this world, how much he's polluting it. The men of the Lord, prophesying and letting Esau know that Yahweh is against them, and all these things are going to come to pass and make it desolate through the ICBM nuclear destruction. Because when that time comes, Babylon, which is spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. Not Sodom and Gomorrah. Babylon, the new Babylon, is going to be wiped out. It's going to be taken off the face of the earth. It's going to become a monument. What it is? Yeah, it's going to be like a monument. Nobody will be able to come back and be able to, and settle over here. It's going to be wiped to nothing. It's going to be, dung. It's going to be shit. It's going to be useless. Verse 5, it says, "Because thou hast had a perpetual hate, and hast shed blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, it said Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee." And this is going back to the ancient time, the time of old, when Esau was given that blessing through the sword, and Jacob had took Esau's blessing, and Esau had that perpetual hate against him. And I want to go and get that in Genesis 27. And we'll read. This is Genesis 27. I'm reading from 39 to 41. And it says, "And Isaac, his father, answered, and he said, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heavens." Hold on. Yeah. I'm going to read from verse 8. Go out one more verse. And it says, this is Genesis 27 and 38. And it says, "Esau said to his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heavens. And by the sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck." And that sword, that sword is going through him, conquering land, killing, stealing, rape, rob, murdering, all these things. If he wants it, he'll take it by, bloodshed, by killing, because that's what the sword is made for. The sword is made for killing and destruction. Everywhere he goes, he leaves a trail of blood behind him. Because these are the things that Esau is do. He is that border of wickedness. He is that what it is. He is the counterpart of Satan. These are the things that Esau do. Because he have that power, he have that dominion to do these things. And it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I say, my brother Jacob. Oh, Salaki. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And, this is the main reason why the so-called white man, have that hatred to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because of these blessings. Because the blessing that we have and was given to us by Yahweh Bashim Ashai, was given unto us, from that birthright. Because, Esau, he gave up his birthright for a red pottage, that stool. He gave it up for that, for a piece of bloody meat. He wanted that. This is how he felt about his birthright. And he ended up selling it to his to Jacob, And this is the main reason why he have that perpetual hate towards us. And that's why he's trying to get it back now, but he can't get it back because it's already set in stone and sealed. I'm going to go back to verse 35 and read on down a little bit. And it says, therefore, as I live, Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir desolate, and cut off from it that passes out, and him that returneth. And like I was saying, like from that sword that he was given, blood. Everywhere he goes, he leaves a trail of blood. Like it's to the point where he's stained with blood. It's to the point where he can't wash this off. It's soaked in his skin. It's already been he's already been coated in these things. It's a hard stain. You can't get that out. And he's he has that. This is the only thing he likes. He gets off on this stuff. He loves blood. Even to the meat that he eat to this day. It says, therefore, as I live, said Yahweh, I will prepare. Slaki. Verse 7, it says, thus will I make Mount Seir desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out, and him that returneth. And whenever Yahweh Bashim Yashai is done with, Babylon through the ICBM nuclear missiles, it's going to be nothing. Babylon, America is going to be nothing but, just dust and burn rubble and ashes. It's not going to be nothing to go back and look for, no memories. None of that's going to be there. It's going to be wiped from existence. And let me get Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. And it says, but I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy father children, I will preserve them alive, and let the widows trust in me. And these are the things that's coming to pass now, through the men of the Lord and the prophets, via the Spirit, through Yahweh Bashim Yashai, putting that spirit on the prophets and the men of the Lord to prophesy against Mount Seir and Esau and this wicked kingdom. That in doing these things, we are exposing them. Through the works of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, we are able to expose Esau and all these wicked things and decrees that he's doing now in this world that's polluting the earth. If it wasn't for Yahweh Bashim Yashai, we wouldn't be able to reveal these things. But since Yahweh Shai came and loosened the seals on the book, we is able to uncover his secrets. We is able to prophesy against him and to expose him for his wretched things, his wickedness. And I want to go down a little bit to verse 16. It says, thy terribleness hath deceived thee in the pride of thy heart, or thou hast dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hill, and thou shouldest make thy nest as high as an eagle, and I will bring thee down from thence, said Yahweh. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. As an overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, said Yahweh, no man shall abide neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. And as you can see today, Esau, these Edomites, these so-called white men, everywhere you go around this world, they got that pride, they got that look on their face. They feel like nothing's gonna happen to them. They set themselves up so high. Their standards and the way they live is so high that they feel like nothing can touch them. They feel like there's invincible. They feel like there's the Most High Himself, even though it's quoted in the scripture that he will be like that. He's like that. I'm gonna get that in after this verse, but it says that terribleness had deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, and the heart going into thy mind. They always think they got that pride. They always think they untouchable. It says, "O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as an eagle." When you look at an eagle's nest, an eagle nest is the top of the tree, like all the way to the top. That's where they sit at. That's how they have their pride. They feel like they're above everything, nothing below. But Yahweh Bashim Yashai is gonna bring them down. It's gonna bring them down from thence, and they're gonna make their habitation desolate. Everybody gonna be astonished on what's gonna happen, and this is how Yahweh Bashim Yashai name is gonna be exalted throughout the whole world. And it says also, Edom shall be desolation. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that's goeth shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues, as in overthrow the Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor city thereof. Said Yahweh, no man shall abide, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. And when you go and look into Sodom and Gomorrah and what's that's left of it, there is nothing left but just rocks and rubble and dust. Nobody goes in there. It's not even inhabited. Nobody lives there. Nobody settled there. None of that. It's a monument. It's like it's a piece of history to let you know that if you go and do these things like Sodom and Gomorrah, these are things that are gonna happen to you. And the more time goes on and it flies by and passes, you see that America is starting to become like Sodom and Gomorrah. Have all these alphabet Fruit Loop people going around, these transformers, a lot of upside down things, like the women being on top of the feminists, the men committing sodomy and stuff like that. The righteous laws being polluted, and the wicked could prosper, and the righteous is being beaten for for the things that they're doing, which is right. These are the things that's upside down. These are the things that's going on, that's polluting these things. They got a lot of power to do all these wicked things and stuff like that. It's starting to become more and more like Sodom and Gomorrah. They have this free will. And I want to get Job 21:9. And it says, their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them. And this is how it is now. Like the Edomites and all these other heathen nations, they don't have that type of fear that we have. On a daily basis, we got to wake up and worry about all the elements that's outside, plus our fellow Jakes, these wicked 2/3 and stuff like that, and the so-called white man, and Eve. We got to go and face all these things when we step out the house. These are the things that's coming to us, and things that we fighting on a daily basis. But them, they free from that. They could lock their house. They could walk out the house and forget to lock it. And it's free. They could go to sleep at night, don't have to worry about none of these things. They have no fear. Their pride is so high in them, they feel like they could do anything. As you see in the world, the so-called white man could play with fire, and they act like they don't even hurt them. They could go mess with these animals, these crazy things that's going on in this world. They play with these type of things, think that they're untouchable. That's just that pride that they have. They feel like they can do whatever. They think that they rule the world, even though the world was given it to them. And it says, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them. And that's for only time. There's only so much that the Most High could do. You know what I'm saying? Because the world was giving it to him right now, but everything's gonna turn. These curses are gonna change, and the curse that we have is gonna be put upon them slowly but surely. And I want to get Psalms 73 and verse 5. It says, "They are not troubled as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." And that's right. They don't have to worry about these things. They pretty much straight throughout the whole day. They don't have to worry about nothing. They could go out the house, do whatever they feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? Because without all the cares in the world, because that's just how it was. That's just how things were set up. Because we have to just curse for disobedience, and these curses wasn't supposed to consume us, not supposed to take us out, but it was there for us to chastise us and to let it be known that this is our punishment. These are things that we have done. We had disobeyed the Most High and turned our face against Him. But now that we've seen the things that we did, and through the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, throwing us back out and bringing us back to our heritage, and showing us who we really are. We see that these are the things that was made to better us, to show us what's the righteousness and what the wickedness that's going on in this world, to let us know that these things was happening because of our disobedience. And now that we coming into understanding, we coming back and following the law, statutes, and commandment that was given to us, to help build us up. So, but yeah, these things was happened to us because the world was given into the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to get it pretty much, but it said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? And it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Even though that pride is so high in Esau and these other nations, they feel like they could do whatever they want. They feel like these things are not going to come past on them because they feel like they have that God complex. But it says the earth is given. The word given, it says given into the hands of the wicked. It doesn't mean that they had earned it. None of that. No, it was given to them. It was given to them because there was that sword, And it said he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And what he did was, cover the faces of the men of the Lord and the prophets. Painted a picture that he is that person that ruled over him. But no, they are the wicked. And they do these things. And I want to get Revelations 6:4. And it says, and there went out another horse, and a horse meaning power, that symbolizes power, and it said that was red, and that red being Esau, because he was that elder brother that came out the womb, red all over like a hairy garment. And it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So these were the things that was given to him because he was set up in that way to do that. He was set up, he was given these things to do these things. It says to take peace from the earth and that they should kill one another. And these are the things that's going to happen now because all the other nations are coming against, Esau. You can get that in Obadiah, matter of fact, I'm going to get that in Obadiah after this. And to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that great sword, is being that ICBM nuclear destruction weapon, that missile, that great sword was given to him, that power to kill and destroy. These were the things that were given to him to commit these wicked things, the atrocities, And I want to get Obadiah. And it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And we can see this now going on with all the other nations, looking at Esau and the things that they did after taking that going after that harlot and taking away, taking a part of those customs that the harlot was doing. They starting to despise them because they're starting to see that they polluting their own countries and bringing their own structure down and stuff like that. and Esau is running these wicked things and polluting the whole world. They see that, that he is the main cause of all these things. He is the main root. And so the pride of the heart deceived. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee. Thou hast dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high. Thus said in the heart, who shall bring me down? Who shall bring me down to the ground? And as you can see it going on more and more in America, all these people in America thinking that, no country could take them down, no country could do this and do that to them, because it's that pride. It's that pride that they have, on them. Esau put that so much into the world that, they got their own people in America saying that, they prideful as well, thinking that nobody could touch them. But, when you got a whole world coming against you, it's going to be impossible. These things is going to be set up to where it's going to be impossible for you to say that. It's very hard for you to do that. And it said, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, that's why I bring thee down, said Yahweh. And these are the things that's going to come to pass. All these high, skyscrapers and buildings and stuff like that, them putting their flag on the moon, etc., etc. They feel like they is so powerful. They feel like they accomplished so much, but they only did it so little because it was all given to the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have nothing. And I want to go to Isaiah 47 and read 8 on down to 13. It says, therefore hear now this. It said, thou art given to pleasure, and that dwellest carelessly, that says in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as the wither, neither shall I know the loss of children. And that's how they feel. They feel like they're so high up in this world that they don't even care about these things that's going on. They don't care about, the loss of children. They don't care about destruction and all these things that's going on in the world. They don't care because they set themselves up so high that everything that's underneath them or behind them, they don't worry about it, because that's how much pride that they have. It polluted them so much that the pride overcame them. And it says, but these two things shall come in the moments. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, and they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast entrusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. And all these sorceries and all these enchantments and all these things that they putting on this world, all that stuff is going to fall short. It's not going to be able to have the same power and dominion that they had like before. Ever since the men of the Lord, the prophets came out, preaching and pushing this word and exposing Esau for all these wicked things, it doesn't have that effect on him no more. It's slowly being taken away. It's slowly being diminished from him. Everything that he built up or working up to is slowly slipping out of his hand. He can't do nothing about it. It says, therefore evil shall come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. Desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. And all these things that's going to come to pass, these wars, and wars, rumors of wars, the destruction of Babylon and his empire falling down, it's going to come to pass. And they're not going to be able to stop it because it just was prophesied. This stuff was set in stone to happen. These are the things that's going to come, and it's not going to be stopped. He can't do nothing about it because it's not in his power. It's not in his will. Everything is everything is going to happen because of the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And it says, with all these, it says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from youth, is so thou should be able to profit. Thou should be able to profit and so thou may prevail. And these things not going to help him prevail. All these enchantments, like I was speaking about before, these things that he got going on in the world that he's using to pollute and twist the minds of the people, it's not working no more. It's starting to lose its effect. He's been exposed so many times that it just it can't profit him no more. It can't help him prevail. It can't. These things are slowly exposing him more and more every time he's trying to pull out these things. It's slowly what it is. It's slowly showing the flaws in his system, the flaws in all the things that he's doing. It says, "Thou art wary in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that should come." So when that day come, he's gonna call for these things, but they're not gonna help. So he should go and try to and get these things. He's gonna pull everything out the book, the crack of his ass, to try to help him in these days, but it's not gonna happen. And it says, "Behold, they should be as a stubble. The fire should burn them, and they should not deliver them from the powers of the flame. Therefore shall not be a coal to warm at, no fire to sit before. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarters, and none shall save thee." So nobody will be able to save them when that time comes. They're gonna be like that. They're going to be as stubble, and they're going to be burnt up through the nuclear destruction, which is going to be, that lake of fire that's going to happen in Babylon, which is America. These things are going to happen, and they can't do nothing about it. They're not going to be able to stop these things from happening. It just was meant to be, because all that blood and shed and all that stuff that they were doing back in the time is going to pursue thee. What it is. What's the word? I forgot that. Revelation 13:10. It says, "He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints." So him putting all our people into captivity and slavery through the Atlantic slave trade and stuff like that. Putting all these things upon our people. Putting that yoke of iron upon them. All these things that he did unto us, is the same will come unto him, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Him with all this bloodshed, with that perpetual hatred, and Yahweh Bashim Yashai, that blood gonna follow thee. The same blood that he been killing, and throughout the whole time, through that perpetual time, going back to the ancient time, from the time of the old. All that he done back in his past is starting to follow him now, and it's starting to catch up to him to the point where he can't get out of it. He's in neck deep with all the blood that he had, So he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. So when all this stuff is done, he will be going into captivity himself. And when that time comes, after he served 1,000 years of captivity, then it will be his time to when he will be wiped off the face of the earth from existence in general, through that fire. He will be burned for eternity. I mean, not burned for eternity, but he's going to be wiped away for eternity. He's not going to be able to come back ever again. So these are the things that's going to come to pass. And I'm going to end it off with Luke 10:18. And I'm going to go down to verse 20. And it says, "And he said unto him, I beheld Satan as a lightning falling from heavens." And this is not talking about Satan and the fallen angels. It's not going into that because that is not real. Satan always obeyed, the Heavenly Father. He can't go contrary to what the Heavenly Father is putting out. But this is talking about Esau and his kingdom, because matter of fact, I'm gonna get that after this. And he said, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven, and that's how fast his empire is gonna come down. That's how fast his empire is gonna come down and fall and crumble. And it says, behold, I give him power. So like, this is verse 19. It said, behold, I give unto you power to tread on the serpents and scorpions, and over all the powers of the enemy. Nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding this, rejoice not that the spirits are subjected unto you, rather than rejoice because your name is written in heaven. And these are the things that's going to happen. Esau's kingdom is going to fall apart. What it was. Power, signs, and lying wonder. I think that's 2 Thessalonians, if I'm not mistaken. 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3. And what that was. Yeah, verse 9. I'm going to read, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7, and I'm going to read on down to verse 10. It says, for the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who know will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of the mountain, shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And, and that wicked that being revealed is Esau. And it says, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that spirit of the mouth is being the men of the Lord and the prophets on the highways and the byways, and being the internet, exposing and pushing the truth out on a daily basis. On the highways and the byways on the corner, exposing Esau and bringing back the people and waking up people. All these things are exposing. And you're having the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, consuming with the spirit of his mouth, speaking through the men of the Lord and the prophets. And it says, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's going to happen when Yahweh Shai comes back. He's going to come back in the chariots to come and set order back and straight and righteousness upon the earth. And it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders. And that's Esau, getting all his enchantments, witchcrafts, and divine interventions and stuff like that through Satan, because Esau is that counterpart of Satan, the physical counterpart of Satan. And it said, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perishes, because they receive not the love of the truth, they might be saved. And that's going to be, and that's going to happen to them, thinking that they'll be saved from these things, but they're not. Because it's going to come to the end when they're going to perish for all the deceivableness and unrighteousness that they have put upon this world. All these things are going to happen to them, and it's going to wipe them off the face of the earth. It's going to take them down, and they'll never be able to come back up again. Because because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, which was Esau, but it's all going to shift and change and given to the people, the children of Israel, children of the Most High. Everything's going to shift. That power is going to change from the wicked to the righteousness. It's going to happen when the righteousness is going to rule over this world. And that's pretty much all I have. And Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakah, HaKadosh, double honor to apostles and elders and great millstone who were well, prophet, and teaching the truth. Peace, blessing, and salutation to our elect. And shalom.